Alrighty, you asked, so we'll take a little bit of a tour. Of course, here I am. Well, why is that backwards? Really, TikTok? Here I am with Best Wood Tools. I've got it set up with a nice little mini lathe there. I've been demonstrating the cup chuck, the extended Texas spur drive that fits right in the cup chuck so you don't have to take your chuck off, and the Baxter Threadmaster. When the threads fit really nice, you can't start it with one hand. But just demonstrating the Baxter using the cup chuck. You don't have to use the cup chuck. I just happen to be using the cup chuck, so that. So right next to us at Bestwood is Trent Bosch Tools. Kaylee Bosch and Laurent Niclot are here representing Bosch Tools. And there's some really great stuff. Of course, I've got the medium Bosch hollower set, that one right there, which I absolutely love. You've got the hollowing systems, the camera, all the cool bells and whistles from Bosch Tools. And then we've got Stadium pen blanks with a beautiful Laguna. Hello, Stadium pen blanks here. These guys, what do you sell?
Pen blanks.
Okay, but why this name Stadium?
In different stadiums.
So these are historically significant pen blanks?
Absolutely. So we started out originally with a Fenway Park stadium seat that I picked up off of Facebook Marketplace in 2018. Had a broken cast iron leg on it, and I looked at it thinking, oh, I can make pens out of that. And then the Red Sox won the World Series, and I sold a lot of pens.
Nice.
So I took all of that and said, what other stadiums can I find? And now we're up to about 230 different stadiums after about 5 or 6 years of searching. So
fantastic.
We have, pretty much anything. We have almost every team from Major League Baseball, only a couple missing from NFL, about half of NBA, about half of NHL, and a complete smattering of college all over the place.
Let me ask you, do you have any from the old Key Arena in Seattle?
I do not. Seattle is one of the few ones I've only got. I think it's Lumen Field for the Seahawks.
Okay.
I don't have anything from the Mariners. I used to have the Kingdome from there, but I can't do anything with it because it's fiberglass, and that's a little bit of a. Those seats are too messy to work with.
Yeah, definitely. All right. What's your website?
StadiumPenBlanks.com.
Fabulous. Thank you. Little cactus juice. This is all from Stadium Pen Blanks. Casting resins. Look at that. Actual blanks from the seats in the stadiums. How cool is that?
Problem.
We got Doug Thompson from Thompson Lathe Tools. Say hi to the folks. Say hi to the folks, Doug. And this, you guys know, every time you watch me make a bowl, I pull out my Thompson bowl gouge. This is the man who makes them right here. And I owe him a second mortgage too,
20
probably.
years now.
Well, I'll tell you, I love your tools, and I'm looking forward to getting some more. So Thompson Lathe Tools is here, and you're actually engraving handles if people buy it here at the show.
Right, we engrave their name on it. We do a custom-made tour.
Fantastic, fantastic. So there's Thompson Lathe Tools. All right, we've got stainless steel bottle stoppers. They are here with a lot of their products. Brass mallet, all kinds of cool little kits, bottle stoppers. Stainlessbottlestoppers.com. They got some cool stuff here. Even some neat blanks. Look at some of those blanks. Check that out. And then over here we've got Peak Safety with a variety of face shields and respirators. The Board Store, Bauer Brothers. They got all your needs in hardwood. Puns intended. Ooh, look at those bowl blanks. Ooh, look at that. The Board Store. And over here we have Power Carving Depot. I'm going to be having some conversations with these folks about some of their carvers. Look at that. That's, look at that little guy. Isn't that cool? Marathon, Power Pro, Big Blue. Power Carving Depot. Let me get that for you. Hopefully you can scan that. It's a little wrinkled. PowerCarvingDepot.com. And they were doing a little bit of work over here. You can see some of the machines and what they do. Pretty cool. Hey, just in case you aren't aware, look at this gorgeous thing. That is a sanding table that goes on your lathe where you can use a sanding wheel. Look at that. This, you guys have seen me use this, the modular flat scraper rest. You've seen me use that. Look at this sanding table with a nice fence accessory. Look at that. That's some cool stuff. Bestwood Tools. You guys have seen me use, I swear by these guys. This is some of the stuff you don't see me use. You've seen that before. Probably going to talk about that one. This is new. I showed you a little bit of this with the Morse taper extenders, Forstner bit extenders. This is a really cool tool. The cup chucks. Y'all, I'm finding more and more to do with the cup chucks. Do not sleep on the cup chucks. Look at that price. Do not sleep on the cup chucks. All right, so this is Paul, and he's here. What's your company?
Transpiration Turning.
Transpiration Turning. And what I'm seeing is CNC solutions for carving?
Sort of. I would say that this is the first CNC machine that's built specifically with wood turning applications in mind.
Okay.
So it'll do everything from cutting pockets for your bow ties or butterflies, all the way through cutting scallops or facets, and even into what I've just gotten into, which is full ornamental lathes. So it will replicate everything you can do on a rose engine lathe or other types of ornamental lathes.
Fantastic. And let's take a look, folks. That is fabulous. And if you know what a rose engine is, you've seen things like that before, but we're doing it with a CNC instead.
That's right, and it's a little different. Other people have made sort of digital rose engines before. What makes this stand apart, I guess, is that you operate it the way you would a rose engine. It isn't that you have a design and you write out all the code and you push start. It actually will rotate the piece, and you make the cuts and you advance the cutter as you would if you were using a cross slide on a rose engine. So
that is fascinating. Really cool. I definitely want to
start it up and
yeah,
show
let's
you
take
do
a,
something.
Yeah, let's take a peek here.
Pat, if you don't mind, if we go ahead and do this. So we can set. I don't know if you have this on here. We can set how fast it goes. Mm-hmm. I'll set the spindle to go in reverse just because it makes it a little easier to see the cuts. But we essentially just click start here, and as it does that, it's moving back and forth. I don't have the cutter turned on yet, but in this case, we're pumping with this. If I turn the cutter on here, and then we'll go ahead and advance the cutter. So I just click the arrow forward. We're gonna have to go in a little bit more for this. Go in one more. And we just started cutting, so we'll make a bit of a deeper cut here. I thought we were cutting. Yeah. I don't know if you can quite see, but it's sort of, we're getting this, a bit of the sinusoidal pattern that's coming through here. I'll go in a little more so we try to really make the chips. We've been using this as a test piece here, so.
That is fascinating. Simplifying the rose engine. Wow. Oh, you can definitely see that, yeah.
We just had to get it advanced a little bit from where we were cutting previously.
How cool. Interesting. Very cool. What's your website?
TranspirationTurning.com. You can read more about the lathe engraver, which is what this machine is called, and how it works.
Great. Okay, that's part one. We're going to do a part two where we're going to look at a couple more vendors, and then we're going to check out the instant gallery. So stick around.